Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on, no time like the present. Help you find the closest beach.
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. In truth, it was at first. I was none too pleased when those miscreants barged in. But it did give me the chance to reunite with you, dear master, so I shall overlook their folly. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamities stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time, until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land. Once satisfied that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into it. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master?
Well, basically, Sumeru was in danger and we managed to chase off the culprits, but...
Child's play.
Thank you.
No need to thank me, my master. I have
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly...
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more. Even if the weather... Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Sounds good. You can...
The storms have stopped! We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup! Carbon waves!
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago.
I don't know.
Even in King Deshret's day.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the...
The plan is sound, and the scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kave, Pharaohs on it.
You're back. Everything all right? And
friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of...
Hello, I'm Jet.
Oh. Pleased to meet you. A friend of...
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the trap.
The sandstorms have calmed down.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside.
Wow.
So...
Yeah?
I assume you are naive enough. Well deduced.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think...
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk. Jet, aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere.
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the temple?
You bet we did. This place is So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So,
according to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained with... However, this raises
Yeah, but I'm sure the people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology.
Wait, is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's still
Well remembered. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans, working together. That being said, what Aru... Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now...
Paimon totally gets that. But do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the three questions, right?
Yeah. Oh, if only Nefer were here.
not cry. Funny.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said that.
Really? Yes, really. One of them said she's made Nod cry her home. If she...
Looks like betting on Aru was the...
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Never!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely...
Are the Fatui behind it?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. Ermin's soul is the source of Teyvat. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event...
But doesn't that mean that the people...
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for...
I'm surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skill.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru...
Judging by your tone,
Sounds like you don't know much about...
all I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time. So as for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone...
I'm glad you see it that way. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and still, if time has taught me anything, that that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions...
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I said the...
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the app. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all can...
Do you wish to shake the...
No. I hope to remember them forever. Though...
In that...
Sure. It's not every day.
A long, long time ago, when the monotonous work, lukewarm relationships, things weren't... Human emotions are often attached to a person, If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and both love and hate are intense emotions. But they are...
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that as much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way...
How much will you need? You're not... I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need.
Just cover...
Huh?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll...
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour...
That was far more detailed than necessary. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something...
We still have some time before...
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention...
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get the—
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the death?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. However, my associate here—
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might—
Huh. Are my
Ventriloquism. What is it, Kale?
It's you! You encouraged me to report my dream.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles. But let's go with—
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long—
Yep! And she's also an amazing
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews—
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so— Just relax and be your—
Miss Nicole?
Yes, you may. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream? I can guide you to the truth. But—
Faster!
I thought we were going to speak alone.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients—
Well, if Kale—
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole.
closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What? Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like—
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited—
You mean Paimon!
I was merely passing through when I heard the name— You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers. Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special— After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the— Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way— You're more shaken than I thought. In one—
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that
Well, people value their—
I understand how you feel, Kale.
I guess you of all people have—
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis' Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2...
Thanks for—
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within—
Yeah. So about that dream I had.
Yes. Just like me, though her body and soul have perished. The mother of dreams? Lord of flowers and oases?
But I still don't understand.
Yes. Why indeed? I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the— Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. All right. Any further questions from the—
Let's move out.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru?
Haven't you handled other big—
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the—
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for detail.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be—
Kave's self-doubt disappeared and—
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go—
Carbon waves! Off we go.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawara is best known for its focus on mechanics. So if they rate your work...
Who's...
Myself and a few other scholars.
Oh, well, if you
Whoa!
Look at the level of detail. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion.
Kave? Kave, come here for a sec.
Oh, all right, but hang on a moment.
You called?
This squirrel statue.
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se.
Oh, a hero? I suppose so.
I see. Well, do you
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those.
Then perhaps the statue represents the hero. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger ring, I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would Kave.
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little bit—
What a pity. That young man has
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that?
Precisely. Then place the two statues.
Yes, that's it.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss...
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long... Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because...
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes?
Oh,
let's not tell Madam...
Good idea. Let's...
Let's ride!
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Off we go!
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely, and not just here, to...
You surmise correctly.
Ho, enormous, you say? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Cock. I know that laugh.
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out, when did you three get locked up in here?
Why, you? Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right. But didn't King Deshret seal you?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all
I'm starting to take a like.
Time is up. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, as for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to
All right, stop arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found...
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth...
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately...
Well, that's simply because it was my answer.
Can you guess which answer
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man.
Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king wasn't... This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
and I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before, and we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic
I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid?
You can help us make history too.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by...
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. Besides, I hear your reasons, but...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru, you asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of...
What do we think, my fellow old fogies?
Since you ask so nice...
Naturally what? Are you...
I simply mean we shall do... You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slot...
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu. Once you surrendered to silence...
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. Saint Shezepank, responding to your call. Three Kings... Ah, Lord Hereshov.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always...
Al-Akhmar is long gone. What is the...
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access...
Aru is the pride of Al-Akhmar.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's great—
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know—
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact—
Huh? Can someone attest to this?
I ask the three kings.
Naturally, the Ibis King.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Perish, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing to take this step is to bring the perfect—
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of—
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, by the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will—
What's this? Are we under attack? No.
Here you are.
Father.
It's Jet's father, Jibriel! That's right!
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semail, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake.
You've grown strong, Jet.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmen...
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all of us?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them! Come and introduce yourself!
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals!
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental theory. The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no objections, we'd like to begin our work.
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid work. Follow their example by giving your utmost devotion to this project.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry.
No, that's not what he meant. Please, don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your,
I just think it's important to manage.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the... Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but...
Naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of...
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar?
Exactly.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank you for your...
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile.
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed...
Is that true? No wonder human artisans help...
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his colleagues.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly—
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to life.
What do you mean, came to life? I've been alive the whole time.
You did say we could start our research, right? Are you having second thoughts now?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope. You have ample confidence in your abilities, I take it?
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha?
Aru and the Akasha? But
I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access knowledge.
And you too? Do you not know either?
You've read the instruction manual, right? You tell them.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual? The Dendro Archon is a kind and thoughtful god indeed.
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
what? But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with it.
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz. Anyone from Vahumana present?
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological order in which events occur. I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and knowledge to this land. Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the three, which transcended both time and life. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to— And so, the Akasha was inspired—
Well, if the two share a common technological—
Unbelievable.
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule—
Perhaps you could try coming up with—
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day?
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis King, you—
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture.
No.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King—
Because it was never fully completed. In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival what he desired, she bestowed. And thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice, and that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with us. At that time, King Deshret said that since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much, and in the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the... You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all. Love is the same. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Who's in charge again?
Yes.
Now then. Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen.
Where did this come from?
It looks more like some form...
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, this is no ordinary mechanism. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or...
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is. Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, I've sent it to your screen.
Got it.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh!
Let's start with this one. Looks like cultural information.
Words thrown together merely for fun.
Well, as long as you're certain that...
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now. Found some more.
These are all reports about...
Can we delete?
I'd say so. Most of...
What if there are details in there?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now...
Yeah, you're right. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll... Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were...
Sounds like pure mythology to me.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the art...
Even that got recorded? Okay.
Is that truly necessary?
No. The blueprints are important. I think that should just about do...
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest. It's like drifting between life and death.
Chasing dreams in the most
What happens if my...
That won't happen. Anyway.
All right.
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of...
Whoa! It's so...
Greetings, Crockett.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat with you about less...
Sounds like you really...
Yes, although to be...
Speaking of Nahida...
Wait a moment.
What is it?
I tried calling out to a pep. This can only mean that she is focusing all...
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that...
Are you aware of the history between her and our king? Then you are learned indeed. I'm glad at the end of his life, King Deshret tricked the Dendro Dragon. The Dendro Dragon despised King Deshret, yet he outwitted her. Rather than bringing disaster to the land, he chose to... The Dendro Dragon stands for the glory of a... And so, her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as...
Yep, Nahida did...
So Lesser Lord Kusanali, as much as she loathes the Seven, a pep knows kindness when she sees it.
Yeah, that's the sense we...
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexistence. And all of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if...
We'll keep... Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with the pep? For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. I'm alright, Paimon. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment...
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought not expect...
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm.
You dare appraise my being?
No. I'm expressing my gratitude.
Awake already?
I feel...
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your... If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines...
I understand what you require. But I would assume this task even if you... Sumeru is my response...
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru...
And yet, maybe it is precise...
Then hold steady.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep? Do my eyes deceive me? Of all...
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived...
You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail.
What did you do with...
I cast them away. What would you... Booer, this is where we shall part ways.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling.
It matters not to me.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there. We made it. Huh? Wait. Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall. Well, that's a relief.
The Dendro Archon's familiars.
Huh? Wait. Obviously I was worried about the Dendro Archon. Oh, you seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many people around? Not just people. I can't believe you made such a long... I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Traveler? Paimon? Awesome! Well, first... Okay, Hello, everyone. It's only... It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here. Everyone's here. Good. Are you okay? Then you're forgetting who I... Oh! I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru. Process... I can help too! Just let me... Up to no good? Traveler, Paimon. I have other work to attend. No problem? Thank you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible to them. There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel... Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small... Do not fear.
Need a surfboard?
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Dendro Archon.
Are you recovering all right?
I'm doing very well. I see. It's a sound. I regret to be the bearer of bad news.
Alas,
What about non-traditional?
Non-traditional?
Are you saying?
Desperate times call